Good morning, my dear students. Let's solve some questions on proportions. Our objectives: learn how to solve proportions by using cross products. Essential question is how do you solve proportions? Cross product is a new vocabulary. Solving proportion. If the two ratios, the product of the numerator in one ratio and the denominator in the other, is a cross product. So this is the definition of a cross product. That means if I have two proportional ratios, the product of the numerator of one of them multiplied by the denominator with the other is called cross product. If the cross products ratios are equal, then the ratios formed are proportions. So from this definition, we can say that the product of means equals the product of extremes. How? It means that the product of the numerator 5 to the numerator 9 to the denominator 5 is 45. And also numerator 3 for multiplied by denominator 15 is 45. So they are proportions because if we multiply, the product of means equals the product of extremes. So the rule of cross products, if I have two ratios, A over B and C over D, and B and D not equals to 0, so the product of A multiplied by D equals B multiplied by C, and these are cross products. Let's try some examples. If I have two ratios, 8 over 20 equals 2m over 5. If I want to get the value of the m, so the product of 5 times 8 equals m times 5 times 8 equals m times 20. So if I want to find the answer, I can say that 20m equals to 40. Now it became an equation. So I will divide both terms of this equation by 20. So the value of m is 2. So this numerator is 2. The missing numerator in the second fraction is 2. 4 over 9 equals to m over 25. As we said in the previous slide, the product of means equals the product of extremes, and we are using the rule of cross product. So 9m equals to 4 times 27. So the 9m equals to 108. And when we divided both sides of this equation by 9, the value of m will be 12. So the missing term here in the second in the second ratio is 12. It's important to set the proportions correctly. Each ratio must compare corresponding quantities in the same order. So the order is very important to find the missing ratio. Let's read the example. A boat travels 15 miles in 5 hours and X miles in 3 hours. So at the same speed, either of these proportions could represent this situation. How to find it? 15 miles over 5 hours equals X miles over 3 hours. So I will multiply 3 times 15 divided by 5. Why? I will use the cross product. So 15 times 3 divided by 5, I will get the missing, which is X. Or I will solve it at the previous when I say 5x equals 15 times 3, and at the end I will get the same answer, which is 9 miles. John filled his new radiator with 7 pins of colonnade, which is the 12-inch mark. How many pins would be needed to fill the radiator to the 24-inch level? First of all, you have to understand the problem. Rewrite the question as a statement, mathematical statement. Rewrite it as word statement and then convert it to mathematical statement. So the question here is find the number of pins required to raise the level to the 24 levels. The important information is 7 pins and 12-inch. Mark a plan. Set up a proportion using given information. Let P represent the pins of the colonnade. So the 7 pins has 12 inches. So how many pins to 24 inches? Now we can solve by cross product. 7 over 12 equals P over 24. If I use the first method, 12B equals 7 times 24, and then divided both sides by 12. So the 12P equals 168 divided by 12 in both sides. So the bits equals 14. So 7 over 12 equals 14 over 24. Let's check our answer. We said that the product of means equals the product of extremes. So if I multiply 12 times 14, I will get 168. And when I multiply 7 times 24, I will get 168. So the two products are equal, so 14 is a right answer. And this for checking your answer. Now I have finished my lesson. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.